Hey guys, welcome back on the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, several things to discuss. We will go from manager news to more updates. Something on Barcelona, Marcus Rashford, something on Rasmus Højlund, Joshua Zirkzee. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, let me start today's video by mentioning Graham Potter. Yes, I want to start with the manager. I want to start with the coach because former Brighton and Chelsea coach Graham Potter, who has been fired by West Ham a few weeks ago after a poor start of the season, is set to return on the touchline. Is set to be back at work again. And I'm told that the agreement between the Swedish Federation and Graham Potter is almost done. Final details and then everything closed. The Here We Go is coming soon. If everything goes to plan after the verbal agreement almost done, Graham Potter will become the new head coach of the Swedish national team in a difficult situation in this moment, despite having some big names, especially up front, with Alexander Isak, with Viktor Gyökeres, with big names, but they need results to get to the 2026 World Cup. Well, Graham Potter is ready to say yes to this opportunity. He's open, he's always been open to this opportunity because he used to work in Sweden. His career started in Sweden as a manager, and so he wants to give something back to the country. And now also the agreement on a short-term contract for Graham Potter is almost done. From what I'm told, the contract will be valid until March, so he will have the possibility, something basically like qualify to the World Cup and get the opportunity to be the coach at the World Cup 2026 or leave. Basically, that's going to be the agreement, and Potter is ready to say yes. Potter is ready to take this challenge. Potter is ready for this opportunity, and so I expect this deal to be finalized very soon. So Graham Potter set to become the new head coach of the Swedish national team. Good luck to Graham Potter with this difficult mission for the 2026 World Cup qualification. A difficult mission was also the loan deal for Marcus Rashford at Barcelona. After difficult years at Manchester United, Rashford accepted to join Barcelona and strongly wanted to join Barcelona in the summer transfer window on loan from Manchester United. Rashford spoke in the recent hours and said, this Barcelona move gave me new energy, refreshed me. I needed that kind of move. Well, I can tell you that Marcus Rashford, apart from what he said in public in that interview, in all the conversations had with Hansi Flick, in all the conversation also internally at Barcelona with people at the club, Marcus Rashford is being very clear. His desire is to be a Barcelona player beyond this season as well. So now he's going very well in terms of goals, in terms of assists, in terms of performances. Rashford is doing very well. He's very happy with the club, with the coach Hansi Flick, with the city, with the teammates. Rashford is loving his life at Barcelona. And the idea for Rashford is to try to stay at Barca. So obviously, if Barcelona decide to keep Marcus Rashford in 2026, and if they will be able to reach an agreement with Man United, triggered by option clause, 30 million euros, or go and negotiate with United, we will see what happens in summer 2026 if Barcelona want to keep Rashford. But in that case, my understanding is that Rashford could also be open to have a discussion on a different kind of salary structure compared to his current salary at Man United in order to facilitate a potential move to Barcelona. Because Rashford is very happy there, he's very happy at Barca. Don't forget that Rashford already changed his salary structure in order to join Barcelona. Man United are not paying his salary. Barcelona is paying the main part of the salary, and the other part is something that Marcus Rashford decided to accept not to take in order to be a Barcelona player this season. So Rashford is very happy with his move, feels very good on and off the pitch, and so the desire of the player is to stay. We will see what's going to happen in 2026. It's still very early to predict the future of Rashford, but stay tuned with this topic because there is a very good feeling between Rashford, Barcelona, Hansi Flick. So obviously, we have to see in the second half of the season what happens. Nothing will be decided now, in October, in November, in December. It's not time now to reach agreements for summer 2026. But the feeling now is very good. The situation for Rasmus Højlund and Napoli is quite similar, but in that case, there is an obligation to buy, and I can tell you that Manchester United are quite convinced that obligation to buy will be triggered for Rasmus Højlund. Højlund is expected to stay at Napoli. Hojlund is fully expected to be a Napoli player on a permanent transfer from Manchester United. The transfer fee is already clear. I told you about that. Let me repeat, is 6 million euros already received by Manchester United as loan fee, 44 million euros for the buy option clause becoming an obligation under certain conditions. But the expectation again of all parties involved, player, agents, United and Napoli, is for Rasmus Højlund to stay at Napoli and for Man United to receive total package 50 million euros for Rasmus Højlund. So that deal is fully expected to happen, and that's going to be obviously important money for Manchester United. The direction is quite clear. Højlund is doing very well with Napoli, scoring 2 goals in Champions League, scoring goals in Serie A with the Danish national team. So Højlund's impact has been so far very, very good, and his intention is very clear to stay at Napoli. Højlund will also have a release clause at Napoli, valid from 2027, not next summer, but from summer 2027, for 85 million euros. And just to close, guys, on Manchester United, the situation of Joshua Zirkzee. I'm receiving many questions. At the moment, Zirkzee is fighting for his place at Man United. And Zirkzee wants to fight for his place at Man United. Don't forget that in January last year, Juventus wanted him. Zirkzee decided to stay, United decided to keep him. In the summer, Italian clubs back at the table, United decided to keep the player, and Zirkzee very happy to stay and fight for his place. But now, it's October, Zirkzee is basically not playing that much, so obviously not happy with the current game time, but it doesn't mean that Zirkzee is unhappy with Man United or Zirkzee is pushing for a move. At the moment, Zirkzee is training hard, working hard, and trying his best to help Manchester United. Obviously, if they get to January in the next 3 months and Zirkzee keeps not playing, that could be a possibility for Zirkzee to explore a move away in a World Cup season. But at the moment, nothing about this. So, possibility we will see in January, but it will depend on the game time. Zirkzee, obviously, as all the players in the world, wants to play football. He's young, he wants to develop, he wants to be an important part of the team. At the moment, he's not playing that much. Man United only play, at the moment, 1 competition, so that's why probably the situation is complicated. But again, Zirkzee is not forcing a move out of Manchester United. Zirkzee could move if in January he's still not playing that much. There is interest from several clubs in Italy and also in England. For example, West Ham are showing some interest in Joshua Zirkzee, but at the moment, nothing more than this, just some calls to understand the situation, and that's it. We will see what's going to happen for the January transfer window. Still early to say, with Zirkzee focused on Manchester United. And so, guys, let me hear your thoughts on all these stories from Graham Potter. How do you see this appointment for the Swedish national team? And then Rashford, Hojlund, Zirkzee, European guys here in the comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Here, as always, are your comments.